The Capture Season 3 finale finally concludes by exposing the people behind the correction. This results in one of the most daring hours the show has ever created. We return to Carey and Pearson in the tunnels beneath London, pursued by agents from the Increment. Two characters, a pistol, and nowhere to hide make for a stressful, simple setting. Crucially, though, it's also the ideal time when the program chooses to begin responding to queries, or at least some of them. The largest reveal comes first. William Walker, a soldier embedded with the Increment, is Noah Pearson's true name. His backstory, which is revealed through flashbacks while he responds to Carey's questions at gunpoint, takes us to Ukraine, where he was a part of a hostage situation that employed correction in its most immoral form to date, manipulating a live video feed to depict the kidnapping of a Russian commander's family in Moscow. It serves as a terrifying reminder of the show's main idea, which is that power belongs to those in control of the image, and that truth is now infinitely flexible. However, Walker's plan fails when Isaac Turner reveals the correction when he is back in London, prompting SO-15 to halt operations in the middle. All of the captives are killed, and Walker and his group are left stranded in a geopolitical limbo as a result of the swift and horrific results. It's a clever narrative technique that connects the individual to the systemic and illustrates the violent, cascading effects of political decisions. While Walker is recuperating in the UK, he receives the cardiac device and meets Simon. This super AI system has essentially taken the position of human judgment in the Increment. These days, it's more than simply surveillance. It's automation of life and death, conflict, and decision-making. Simon determines who is removed, who is spared, and who is deployed, including Carey, whom Walker eventually fails to kill, and Turner, whom he eventually manages to kill. The conclusion is terrifying. The conspiracy at the core of the capture is now about the whole destruction of human agency rather than just altered film. Simon turns even well-known characters like Tom and Yates, indicating a network that is far deeper than previously thought. Yes, it's totally insane. On paper, the concept of an all-seeing military AI controlling a heart-implanted control device is obviously ridiculous. However, the capture has always flourished in that region between plausibility and suspicion. When a Capture Season 3 Episode 6 hits, pieces snap together fast. Control slips sideways. Hidden things burst into view. This time around, Rachel Carey stops running after facts. She's commanding the battlefield. Out of nowhere, Noah Pearson vanishes without a trace, just gone. Into that gap walks Carey, claiming SO-15 without pause. This is what she pushed through the years to reach. Doubt doesn't linger now. Oversight fades into silence behind her. These days, it's her voice that decides what happens next. Her very first step? That came right after she arrived. It shocks everyone. She releases Whitlock. Out of nowhere, the whole story starts falling apart. Whitlock wasn't merely someone they thought did it. He held up the version of events authorities needed people to accept. Freeing him doesn't only challenge proof. It shakes the belief behind everything. She's exposing it. Yet silence won't last long after such play. Pushed hard now, DCI Figgis finds walls closing in fast. As chaos spreads like fire through paper, movement becomes necessary. Action comes not from desire, but from gears turning behind his back. Beyond that point, things begin to drift. People get desperate. Out here, where things move faster than anyone admits, pieces of what's real start slipping through cracks nobody can seal. The correction inquiry. Out of nowhere, what stayed predictable and kept tight and exact isn't anymore. Things slipped without warning. Bursting into view, Sir Rowan Gill lets loose a truth that shifts every piece. Out of nowhere, details spilled into view. Everyone sees it now. Not hidden anymore, Garland stands exposed, pulled forward by waves of global attention. Quiet corners crack open at last. Faces once buried in silence step forward seen. Yet even as attention turns to the investigation, beneath it all, a more serious threat takes shape. Back comes Pearson. Quietly. Pieces come back together, step by step. Position shifts and adjusts. Pearson stays around, never really gone. He adapts. He shifts once more. Each motion is planned long before it happens. The ending of the narrative introduces a surprising twist, overturning previous assumptions about the plot's intricacies. It reveals a deeper theme of control, personified by Simon, who operates discreetly within a broader system. Simon, although invisible and merely a voice, exerts significant influence by manipulating programs that select targets, dependent solely on data-driven metrics rather than emotional responses. This methodical approach highlights cold, calculated decisions devoid of hesitation, as the system identifies potential threats based on established trends, fostering an unsettling sense of accuracy in its predictions. The narrative concludes with a stark portrayal of Simon's role as the orchestrator of this impersonal, relentless process. Isaac Turner finds himself unexpectedly marked as part of a selection process conducted by the Home Secretary, symbolizing how power can seem absolute, yet is inherently fragile. The system is described as designed to eliminate individuals, with a figure named Simon orchestrating this manipulation. Carey, another character, realizes that her pursuit of a conspiracy leads her to confront a mechanized system that reduces individuals to mere data points, tracking their existence through algorithms and erasing personal identity. The story critiques the dehumanization inherent in a society where people are transformed into patterns within databases, highlighting the chilling influence of technology and control rather than shadowy figures behind closed doors. This passage explores the underlying mechanisms of reality that are unnoticed by most, as they subtly shift perceptions without detection. The notion of safety is questioned with the disappearance of figures like the Home Secretary, highlighting the dangers faced by those who challenge an ingrained system, referred to as a machinery that thrives on silence and correction of perceived flaws. Carey grapples with shaken certainties as she realizes this situation is enduring. Simon, an antagonist, anticipates her every move, suggesting a predestined path for Carey, raising the critical question of whether our actions are truly ours or dictated by prior arrangements. Furthermore, the narrative contemplates the unforced integration of AI, compelling reflection on the consequences of technology increasingly taking control of human decisions. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives like this. See you in the next review.
Video evidence, which shows beyond doubt